You get a raise, not a small one, a real one, the kind you screenshot, the kind you tell your parents about, the kind that makes you sit in silence for a second and think, I'm finally moving up. And for a moment, you feel powerful, because more money means more freedom, right? That's what we've been taught. But here's the part no one warns you about. The day your income increases, your lifestyle starts hunting it. Not aggressively, not dramatically, quietly. You don't wake up and say, I'm going to inflate my life. It just happened. Your old apartment suddenly feels cramped. Your old car suddenly feels temporary. Your old habits suddenly feel outdated. Nothing broke, nothing failed, but everything feels slightly beneath you. And that feeling, that subtle discomfort, that is the beginning of lifestyle inflation. And lifestyle inflation is the silent assassin of wealth. It doesn't look like financial stupidity. It looks like growth. It doesn't feel irresponsible. It feels earned. And that's why it's dangerous. My name is Bobby, and on this channel, we decode the invisible psychological traps that keep intelligent people financially stuck. Today, we're dissecting the lifestyle inflation trap, the reason why people making $40,000 feel broke and people making $400,000 feel broke too. Let's start with something simple. Imagine you make $50,000 a year. You dream of making $100,000. You tell yourself, when I hit 6 figures, that's when I'll relax. That's when I'll save. That's when I'll invest seriously. 6 years pass, you hit $105,000. You celebrate, you upgrade your apartment, nothing crazy, just safer, cleaner, nicer. You upgrade your car, nothing insane, just reliable, comfortable, respectable. You start eating out more because your time is valuable now. You subscribe to more services because convenience is worth it. You travel slightly better because you've earned it, and suddenly your monthly expenses have doubled. Not because you're reckless, because you optimized. You optimized comfort. You optimized convenience. You optimized image. You optimized experience. And now you need $105,000 just to feel normal. You didn't become rich. You just became expensive. That's lifestyle inflation. Here's the psychological core. Your lifestyle expands to match your income faster than your discipline does. The moment your income rises, your brain recalibrates what normal means. The first time you stay in a luxury hotel, it feels unreal. Soft sheets, perfect lighting, silence. By the 4th stay, it feels standard. Now budget hotels feel uncomfortable. Your baseline moved. Your happiness didn't increase permanently. Your expectations did. This phenomenon is called hedonic adaptation. Humans adapt upward incredibly fast. But here's what makes it dangerous. Income is variable. Lifestyle is sticky. When your salary increases, you can celebrate. When your fixed expenses increase, you're committed. And commitments are heavy. Let's talk math. You get a $2,000 per month raise. Instead of investing it, you adjust your life. Plus $700 rent increase, plus $450 car payment difference, plus $300 dining and lifestyle, plus $250 subscriptions and services, plus $300 miscellaneous quality of life. Total $2,000. Raise gone. But here's what's worse. You didn't just spend $2,000. You locked yourself into needing $2,000. If something happens tomorrow, layoff, health issue, market downturn, you don't fall back to your old lifestyle. You fall from a higher altitude. And falling from higher altitudes hurts more. This is why high earners panic harder. They don't fear poverty. They fear downgrade. And downgrade feels like identity death, because lifestyle inflation isn't just about money. It's about identity. When you made $50,000, you were a starter apartment person. At $100,000, you become a luxury building person. Luxury building people don't downgrade easily. You stop being someone who shops sales. You become someone who values quality. You stop being someone who flies economy. You become someone who values comfort. You stop being someone who drives used. You become someone who values reliability. Every upgrade comes with a story, and you become attached to that story. Here's the brutal truth. You're not maintaining expenses. You're maintaining self-image. And self-image is expensive. Let's zoom out. Why does this happen so consistently? Because modern society is built to trigger it. Every promotion on LinkedIn is followed by targeted ads, luxury watches, executive furniture, premium credit cards, travel upgrades, because you deserve it. Marketing doesn't attack your wallet. It upgrades your identity. And once your identity upgrades, your spending follows automatically. This is why two people earning the same income can live radically different financial lives. One person increases investments when income increases. The other increases lifestyle. 10 years later, they look identical on social media. But one is financially free. The other is financially fragile. Fragile wealth is the illusion of success backed by permanent obligations. Strong wealth is quiet, understated, flexible. Here's a scenario no one talks about. You finally buy your dream house. It stretches your budget, but it's manageable. Then come the upgrades. Better furniture, better appliances, better landscaping, security systems, maintenance. Then your friends visit. They bring wine. Nice wine. Now your $12 bottle feels embarrassing. So you upgrade your taste. Then your vacations upgrade to match your neighborhood. Then your kids' schools upgrade. And suddenly, your dream house isn't just a house. It's a lifestyle multiplier. Every major purchase multiplies the rest. Big house, bigger furniture, higher utilities, higher expectations, luxury car, better clothes, better restaurants, better social circles, high-end gym membership, better gear, better supplements, better social environment. Nothing exists alone. Everything pulls something else upward. This is called lifestyle creep. And creep is the perfect word because it's slow. You don't notice it happening. You just notice you feel broke again, even though you earn more than ever. Here's the scariest part. Lifestyle inflation rarely feels like greed. It feels like progress. It feels like adulthood. It feels like evolution. You don't say, I want to look rich. You say, I want to live better. And living better is reasonable. But if better constantly expands, you'll never arrive. You'll just run faster. Now let's talk about the emotional cost. When your expenses rise with your income, your risk tolerance drops. You can't quit, you can't pivot, you can't experiment. You become dependent on your current income level. Golden handcuffs, high salary, high pressure, high obligations. You don't hate your job. You just can't leave it because your life now requires it. That's not wealth, that's dependency disguised as success. Real wealth creates options. Lifestyle inflation removes them. Let's break down a powerful contrast. Person A gets a $3,000 monthly raise. They invest $2,500 of it. Upgrade lifestyle by $500. Person B gets the same raise. They upgrade lifestyle by $2,800. Invest $200. 10 years later, Person A owns assets generating income. Person B owns experience that required income. One built leverage, the other built maintenance, and maintenance is endless. Here's the psychological reframe that changes everything. Instead of asking, what can I afford now? Ask, what level of life do I want to be independent from? If your monthly expenses are $8,000, you need far more capital to be free than if they're $4,000. Every permanent upgrade raises the cost of freedom. That's the trade. Comfort today or flexibility tomorrow. Most people choose comfort automatically, not because they're stupid, because it feels harmless. But freedom requires intentional friction, resisting upgrades, delaying upgrades, choosing simplicity when you can afford complexity. That's power. Here's the most dangerous sentence in modern adulthood. My income will keep rising. Maybe. But industries change, health changes, markets change. If your lifestyle depends on constant growth, you're running on a treadmill. If your lifestyle is below your income, you're building runway. Runway is what lets you breathe. Runway is what lets you say no. Runway is what lets you walk away. And walking away is the ultimate luxury. Let me leave you with this. Wealth is not the size of your income. It's the gap between your income and your lifestyle. The bigger the gap, the stronger you are. Lifestyle inflation shrinks the gap, and when the gap disappears, so does your flexibility. So next time your income rises, pause. Don't ask, what can I upgrade? Ask, what can I strengthen? Because the goal isn't to look successful, it's to become anti-fragile, to build a life that doesn't collapse if the income pauses. Lifestyle inflation is silent. It feels deserved. It feels mature. It feels like growth. But if you don't control it, it will quietly own you. And you'll wake up one day earning more than